Good evening. How is everybody tonight? I hope you are all doing just fine. Just fine. Now, tonight is Friday night. At least I think it is. Is it Friday? Yeah, today's Friday. Let's see here. Well, it looks like it's time for me to go run some riffs. And I am more than happy to play with any viewers, so if any of you out there want to play some Diablo 3 with me, and you have the Reaper of Souls expansion pack, just give me a holler. We can power level, do a few other things like that. I am currently playing Season, so you will need to start a Season character if you want to jump in with me. Maybe RNGesus will actually bless us this evening. He sure hasn't for the last couple of days. And see, here's the thing. If you roll Monk, anything that I don't need, I can pass off to you. And vice versa. Once you hit 70. I'm almost ready for T. For Torment 11 though. I can kind of feel it with how quickly I'm killing everything right now. Well. The nicest way, not using the Wave of Light build. Because I don't like it, that's why. And because this one's a pretty decent contender for top spot. At least from what I've seen. Oh, and if any of you were wondering why, oh, well, why aren't you playing Warframe tonight? There's nothing for me to do in Warframe. I mean, oh yeah, I can go and buy... I can go and get this new frame, or go and get that new frame. To be honest, if I'm going to go farm anything, I'd rather just farm gear on Diablo. I have no idea why that thing still has a 30-second countdown on it. I mean, okay. I understand why. So you give people time to go back in, maybe pick up a little extra gear if their jackass buddies closed it or something like that, or you accidentally closed it. And so you got to go back in and get those last couple pieces of gear, but there should be at least be an option. Close it now. Either available by a vote or in single player only. Praise be to RNGesus. Well, you better get some more. I'm sick and tired of hearing the excuses. Damn it. Stupid right mouse button. Look at that thing over there. Let's kill it. I'm gonna start using that. Oh, thank you. I don't know, one thing I can maybe do. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep that for the offense. But here, we're gonna do this. Yeah, he's a teeny bit slower, but it'll be alright. Kill everything. Yes, you too. might put some of those points back where I got them from. Okay, that's a little better. Not necessarily worried about the hundred thousands. I'm more worried about the making sure it's at least a million on the damage when I do my dash thing. Come here, you stupid thing. Running away from me. Come here and take your ass whooping like a man. No, one of the main reasons why I'm not playing Warframe is because the RNG on Warframe is just way too much for me right now. I spent some time yesterday evening after playing on stream a little bit. Got off for a little while, played some Dauntless. It's pretty fun, I like it. But played a little Warframe for a little while longer, and I picked up a few extra relics for the Chroma Prime. See, this is what I mean by RNG hates me. I spent over 6 hours last night I didn't go to bed until almost 5 o'clock this morning. I slept most of the day today. It's not a big deal. But I've spent most of the night last night doing nothing but farming those relics. I would open them. I would go with other people. I'd go farm more so that way I'd have some more to open. I would rad share. Everything needed to get the parts to drop. I did not get a single chroma piece to drop. Not a single one. I went through over 150 relics last night. That's one of the reasons why I really don't feel like playing Warframe right now. I mean, Diablo, it's kind of understandable. You know, you're going to go through 6,000 or 7,000 blood shards before you really get the drop that you want. I already know that. But to have every other single piece but the one I want drop out of all of the fucking relics that I broke open last night, I'm done. It will be yet another long while before I play that fucking game. If anything, the only thing I will be doing is maybe leveling some frickin' frames or something, and that'll be it. Getting some mastery points. That'll be about it, though. Y'all leave me alone, please. A single damn relic I actually need. Or legendary, I mean. Stop giving me the one from Enna's set, please. Heyo. Hmm. Now, if you're looking for somebody to get technical with their builds, I can point you in the right direction. I've never really been a big theory crafter or anything like that. I mean, sometimes I'll take someone else's build and I'll mess around with it a little bit to see if I can get more power out of it, but other than that, you're probably not going to see me do something by myself. It's not why I play it. Is anybody out there? I don't think there is. Oh well. Can you actually attack instead of standing there like an idiot? Thank you. I've been thinking about my next emote, because, I mean, I know I don't have a whole lot of subs right now to where I can get a second emote slot, and that's not a big deal. But I do want to have an emote in the works for when that does happen. And I was thinking, you know, I had a couple of viewers that gave me an idea the other night. I think it was actually Necro. May have been Necro. Maybe in Vison. I'm not sure which one of my buddies there had, which one of those guys had. Oh. mentioned it, but they said something about the number 42, and I'm a big fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and all that stuff. And all that, so I was thinking maybe my next emote would be a 42 or a towel or something like that. I'm kind of tired tonight, so I may end up actually kind of getting off of here. I don't know, we'll see. May hit my second win. Yeah, your mind's stronger. Ooh, a bovine bardish. Nice. So any of my viewers out there want to go to the cow level? Not the cow level, as it may be. Because I want to go. I'm going to the cow level. Or not the cow level, as it is said. For it not being a cow level, there sure is a lot of frickin' cows here. Oh god, Queenie! Get out of here. I didn't see this place a single time last season. Not once. I've been here 3 times this season already. So I guess RNGesus doesn't hate me so much. Ooh, a spirit stone. Will you stop? Thank you. You're gonna end up like the farmers, not the other way around. Oh, and I had a ancient puzzle ring drop the other night. I went ahead and used it. That place is pretty cool. There was a lot of damn goblins. I want to see what a primal one drops. Or what kind of stuff drops from a primal puzzle ring. Got a little more time before I see that, though. Now, one of these chests could just drop another Bardish or a puzzle ring. I'd be happy. Wi-Fi stroke. I hate that. My Wi-Fi had a stroke this morning too at about 4 o'clock. I don't know why either. Not the cow level. Nice, dude. Just gotta wait for everything to finish building, huh? It takes a little while. That is one of the nice things about it, is like, if you have the extra plat or the extra cash or whatever, you can speed it up. Need some stuff for the last part. What do you need? I can tell you where to get it. Or the approximate location of it anyways. Okie dokie. I mean, you don't have to go out of your way or anything. Excuse me. Well, that wasn't very late a lot. It's a good thing I'm not a lady. Stupid cows. I love this level. There's a lot of cows. A lot of cows and a lot of gold. And a lot of gear. Okay. Time to get moving. Yeah. Oh yes. Plastids and control modules. You'll need to go to Saturn. Saturn is the first planet that you'll be able to get control modules from. Or not control modules, plastids. Control modules you can give... Oh, it don't take a week, man. All you gotta do is ask somebody, hey, VSIN. All you gotta do is ask somebody for a taxi there or to a dark sector or something like that, and they'll take you. Hey, Gravy Time, how are you doing tonight, buddy? I'm not in the cow level, okay? I'm not in the cow level. Not in the cow level. Because it's not the cow level. That's why. Leads to a place that does not exist. The burning hells are not responsible for events that transpire there. If you claim to have been to this place, you will be called a liar. Void where prohibited. I had the bovine Bardish drop. So I went in there. I like going there. I can't say that RNGesus has been too mean to me this season because I've been there a couple of times already. So Bezor. Okay. Whoa, that was a little, filled with a little bit of innuendo there. Are you ready? Am I ready for what, Kadala?
That is too expensive.
Fuck you, Kadala. Never give me anything I want. Let's see. Which one should I roll? Let's roll that one. Damn it. Well, screw you too then, Cube. Oh well. Death Express. Fire. Ugh. I think Zahoni's in the bath, just so you know, Rivy. Oh wow, aren't you special? No, we're not taking the camera in there. I'm not getting banned from Twitch. Don't forget, Twitch doesn't like that kind of stuff. That and she'd probably kill me. Yeah. No one's owning, she'd probably kill me. Don't die already, stupid. My God. I'm really thinking about rolling a wizard. Chantotos is looking very tempting. I really do miss, though, back when primals were first introduced. You could have a primal drop. It would be one step above an ancient. So let's say the max roll on dexterity for that particular ancient was 1,000. When primals originally dropped, it'd be one step above, so you'd end up with 1,500 for the dexterity on that item. Now that's highest roll possible ancient. So if the ancient's 1,000, it'll perfect roll to 1,000. And that's okay. At the same time, it's kind of like, eh. Why? I really get the feeling that somebody was sitting in an office going, what can we do to fuck over our players now? Okay. Bunch of crap. I've already re-rolled a frickin' Witch Doctor. Or rolled a Witch Doctor for this season. I just don't know if I want to go over to a different one. Stop trying to kill me with stupid shit. At least make it something interesting, my God. Will you get out from being stuck behind the fucking tree? You dumbass. Yep, let's go. Ooh! I hear a gobble in. I hear a goblin. I don't think he heard me. Why you say that? Are you in the right chat? Because if you're... You have to be in recruiting to ask for somebody to, like, taxi you somewhere. Nope, you're not invisible. It just takes a while. Yeah, you can have it some days where it takes like 2 seconds to get a taxi or something to somewhere that you want to go, and other times it'll feel like it's taking 6 hours to try to get what you want, so it's all a crapshoot sometimes. Then you'll notice chat for recruiting and for trading moves by fairly quickly. So, unless somebody has specific filters set for like what they're looking for, somebody looking for a specific group or anything like that, they probably won't see it. So you kind of got to put just a little more in there than, you know, looking for group for Saturn or something like that. Try to add a couple of keywords like plastids or control units or something like that, or control circuits, I mean, not units. And that'll help. And you can, because you can only post once every 60 seconds, just to prevent spam. Well, alright then. Nah. I would suggest putting a post like looking for taxi to Saturn, Dark Sector. See how that works. And instead of saying the words looking for, just type LF. You say Saturn Dark Sector Survival. Or Saturn Infested Survival. They'll know what you mean, and if anybody's going there, they'll take you. Oh, nice. See, you're going to have a little bit of an easier time on it than I did, simply because I was in a Rhino, even though I have Rush. Oh, that's not my fastest time. That's just my fastest time since they decided to fucking reset the things. My fastest time is 29 seconds. I'll have to get back in there and do it again. And yes, it was on a Rhino. Go away. But yes, so far you have beaten me. Because I cannot claim 29 seconds as it is not on the board. You know, Pixar, it didn't happen. And unfortunately, I don't have any pictures. So. World record is 0.36 seconds. Yes, I know. Have no fucking clue how they did it, but they did it. I think they cheated, to be honest. That's really the only way I could see that happening. Like, I think part of what they may have done was they may have, like, did something where they jump around like that. But it's not supposed to allow you to do that. They really need to, like, reset those, like, world record runs every now and then. Yeah. I think that if you go too far out from a specific spot on the damn map, it should not allow you to post a time. You should actually have to go through the fucking course. And see, that's the problem. Some of those times, those extremely fast times like that, they didn't go through the course. They just went through the freaking... They just did the little thing like that or something. Who is calling me at this hour? That's my grandmother. My wifey will answer it. How I know that is, it only rang twice. Yeah. But Digital Extreme could give a fuck less about the damn dojos, so it's not like it really matters. The most they have done for the dojos in the last 4 years has been adding the modular obstacle course, where you can actually, the customizable obstacle course where you can actually customize it. That's the most they've done for dojos. Oh, that and maybe doing the weekly showcase thing. That's been about it. We've been asking them for all kinds of stuff to go in the dojos. Easier building tools, mass deletion, mass addition of rooms, all kinds of stuff that we've been asking them for like the past 4 or 5 years to do. And their excuse every time is, it's on the back burner. It's on the back burner. But then they want to frickin' put out some retarded new frame before they've even gotten the last frame completely balanced. Or at least balanced enough to where you don't feel like it's OP or either underwhelming. Or they will completely retcon what they originally said that that particular frame was going to do. Oh, dude, if you want a reference link, like if you want to do the reference link yourself, like if you're wanting to give me the reference, I appreciate that. I can post another one in chat for you. But if you're wanting to have them be a referral under you, all you got to do is go to the hit escape, go to communications, go to friends. It'll take you to the website. You can copy the link from there. Or in friends, it'll say recruit a ninja or something like that. Now, if you're wanting to give it to me, then I really appreciate that, but you don't have to unless you really want to. Hey, babe.
I'm headed out.
All right. Well,
Hi.
tell Gravy Time hi.
Hi,
still
Gravy
here.
Time. Hi, Necro. Okay. Love you.
Mwah.
I'll be back after a while.
If they buy it, what do you get besides plat?
Huh?
Uh,
Oh.
if you go in and you look at the web page there, it'll tell you everything that you'll get and how many referrals you have to have before you start getting certain things and stuff like that. So. Okie dokie. That was supposed to run. Why did it not run? I get the feeling that my frickin' bot is not working again. Yes. Oh my god. There you go. But if anybody wants to help the stream out and they don't really have a monetary means of doing it, but you're like, I really want to help, the Gnosis out. Oh. You can use that link there to run a little ad. It's absolutely free.
Hi, Daddy.
And I really appreciate it. Hi, sweetheart. Okay.
I
No-
like your little
No
hand.
trying to hog the limelight. Go on, go play. She thinks I don't know what she's doing. Can you please stop giving me these fucking sucky ass damn riffs? Hate these things. Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna pull something up real quick. Alright. So I got that pulled up. So in case I look up and I don't see the actual message that someone leaves for me. Is that your way of saying you're back? Because if so, welcome back, Necro. Okay. Then yes, we'll come back, Necro.
It cannot be done.
Ooh, Rift Guardian. Kind of suck. I wonder if Gobble's Goblin's cousin is Goblin Slayer. I'll have to ask him next time he's in the stream. Well. Okay then. Kind of got what I was looking for. What do you mean, how's it work? Like, okay. First off, when you're... Like, when you actually go to the loot page and you go and it's got the... see if I can get to the thing. So when it actually... let's see here. It's not going to let me go because I'm a streamer, so it's not going to let me actually like go to it unless I go to someone else who has a loots. And I go to their page and it would show it. But, okay, so like imagine this is the loots page and you've got your little boxes right over here that has my name in it and says, okay, you can put your message here and then you send the loot. Well, if you create an account with loots, then you don't have to go back to your email and verify that you sent this every single time that you send one. However, if you're doing this and then not going back to your email and verifying that you actually sent the loots to me, it won't send it. So you got to make your own account. Once you've made your own account, then you don't have to do that anymore. Chintoto's Will. No, it doesn't pop up like a normal tip. Okay, so loots only... Let me see here. Okay, so if you notice right here, this tells you how much I've actually made on loots. The amount that you pop up with your tip or whatever for 1,000 is not actually 1,000. The best way for me to put it is it's just a measure of how many times you've done it to someone else. You've given them a loots. See, I have to earn at least $5 before I can get paid out from this. Now, does it pop up like a regular tip with the little notification and everything? telling you, hey, so and so's tipped. No, it doesn't do that. What it does is an ad will like slide across right here. If it's one of the smaller ones, it'll be right up here. And then if it's one of the larger ones, it may like cover this part of the screen, like half the screen right here. It may cover up the whole side here. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I do kind of wish that. Oh. Yeah, it's not like a normal tip. Loots is basically you're playing an ad on my stream, so that way you don't have to pay. Oh. Now, the more that people do that for me, the more I end up getting paid in the end. Oh. The other way you can do it is towards the beginning of the month. You can use the little bit thing for the cheers to get bits. You can watch some ads. When you watch some ads, of course, they'll drop 5 to 10 bits, and you can save them up, give them to your favorite streamer. Oh, which I hope your favorite streamer is me. Shameless self-plug there. But if not, you know, you can give those to your favorite streamer, and that's how you get bits. But bits are 1 cent. Most of the loots things, yeah, like that, the one that's popped up right now. For Dauntless, that one will probably end up being... Oh. Yeah, the ads, if you're talking about the bit ads, the best time to do those, Necro, are during like the first week of the month. Anywhere after 3 a.m. Eastern time zone in the US. And if you like start like right at maybe 4 o'clock, you'll actually get a decent amount of ads that you can watch, so you can kind of farm bits. If you wait until like midday, 12 o'clock, all the ads have been given out for that day, so there's no more to give. And they usually have more ads at the beginning of the month, whereas at the end of the month they have hardly any to give out. So sometimes they don't have any at all. Yeah, the bits thing's a little weird. It's how Twitch buys or it's how the company that Twitch gets their ads from. It's how they do things. Like, they only give Twitch so many ads that they can give to streamers. It's stupid. Especially when they only pay a person anywhere between 5 and 100 bits. It's stupid. Yeah, exactly. Like anywhere between like the 1st and 10th of the month is when you can get the most bits from watching ads. And it's usually early in the morning, around 3:30 to 4 o'clock, like you said. That is the best time to bit farm, so to speak. That's usually when I do it. Like, anytime after the 15th, I don't worry about bits, because they're not going to give me any ads. Like, they may give Zahoni some ads, because she very rarely ever watches them. But because I watch so many all the time, they won't give them to me. That, and you always want to make sure, like, if you notice, the ads have the little, in the top left hand corner of the ad, they have the little smiley faces with the little frowny face, the one that's like meh, and then the happy face. If you're constantly giving it like a frowny face, they're gonna start giving you less and less ads, because they're gonna see that your account like just doesn't like watching ads, is the way they think of it. Now, if you're always giving a smiley face, then they're more likely to give you ads. So that actually does take into account, you know, if you say, do you like this type of ad? Just say yes. Especially if that's how you, especially if that's one of the main ways that you like to support your streamers. Regardless of whether it's just a stupid clicky ad or that crazy Reese's Puff ad. I actually kind of like that thing. I always give it a smiley face. I mean, hell, at least with the ads. That and Twitch Prime, yeah. Twitch Prime's awesome. I like how they did that. I don't like the fact that Twitch Prime in and of itself does not like get rid of ads. I think at one time it got rid of ads, just Twitch Prime by itself. And then they stopped that. And I think that's why a lot of people had Twitch Prime in the first place, was so they didn't have to watch ads all the time. But that's also the reason why I will subscribe. Yeah, like YouTube Red. That's one of the reasons why I will subscribe to a lot of my favorite streamers, is so that way, like if I go to raid them or something like that, like Gravy Time, Mackinac, Iron Pingu, a few of those guys like that. If I go to raid them, I like to be able to raid and then like already be right there in their channel. I don't have to worry about watching a frickin' ad before I go to raid. That's kind of why I've started like going to their channel first before I actually do the raids. So yeah, it's supposed to come with Amazon Prime. Now, Vincent, I see where you said you were going to be making your own little Discord for your game and stuff. I can't wait to start seeing more about that, because that's one of the things I love about. That's one of the reasons why I went to Full Sail, was to be a game designer. I ended up not finishing out because for some reason my brain cannot comprehend linear math. So the linear math that they used in that class, I could not comprehend it. So instead of wasting a whole lot of time basically failing it over and over and over again, I just said, I'm done. See, I wish I'd had you like in my back pocket. You could just help me out with my math. I need a good math friend. I can't do any of that stuff. Like I can do your basic algebra and stuff like that. You know, 2x minus 3 equals y. I can figure that kind of stuff out. Or 2x over 45 is equal to y over z. I can figure all that out, but when it comes to the linear math that they used in that class, I would try to do it, and I would think, okay, I've got it. I understand it. And I'd go and put it into the little frickin' website. I don't know how many times I got my answer is 75, and then I'd plug it into the little website that they used, and it'd say the correct answer is 75. Your answer was 75, and it's like, what the fuck's wrong with your website? And so then I would have to go and explain to the teacher, and the teacher didn't want to ever do anything about it. And I said, fuck it, I ain't worrying with this shit. I figure if I can take Unity or Unreal Engine and make my own damn game by myself or with a very small cadre of people, then that will show more than me going to some school. Y equals fx. I have no idea what that means. Oh, well, Unity is a proper engine. Unity's a lot better than what it used to be. Now, proper engine for RPGs or MMOs or something like that. No, it's not. I don't feel it's robust enough for those. But the game that you bought me, Narcosis, it was made in Unity. So I mean, it's a good engine. It could be improved greatly, but it makes really good. Yeah, we've been looking at that stuff. I think what we're going to end up doing, Necro, is we're going to end up being actually like signing up for some of that stuff come the beginning of this next school year, because we definitely don't want to deal with the school system that we're dealing with right now, especially since we're moving down South Georgia. So. But yeah, I've built a idle clicker game in Unity. Unreal's not really for those. Unreal's more for, you know, ARPGs. Yeah, you're right. Have you seen some of the? I completely agree with you there, Beeson. Have you seen some of the, like real life film stuff that they've done with Unity engine? Unreal Engine. My God, this stuff is ridiculous. I mean, it's just some of these videos. Oh my God, it looked photorealistic, like real time rendering as you're watching this video. Real time rendering of photorealistic graphics, and I'm like, oh my God, this is absolutely beautiful. Oh, you know, I wish my computer could do that. Well, my computer can do that, but let's see. Let's get you a helm. Yeah. Well, you kind of have to use Blender anyways to make the animations and stuff. At least I think you do. I may be wrong about that. No, I didn't want that, stupid. I had like 6 of those. Oh, nice. So, like, instead of actually using just for, like, pathfinding or player finding, it's going to be used for many other things. That is actually really cool.
That is too expensive.
Can you please give me the helm I want, Kadala? My God. Stingy ass bitch. Sheesh. I've played around with Blender. I've never really done anything crazy with it. Hey, I got 69 Greater Rift Keystones. Now that would be fucking cool. If I could sit, like if I could go into a freaking pub and sit down at the bar and have an actual conversation with the NPC who's sitting at the bar and find out about the world around me, that would be fucking amazing. What am I gonna do next? I think I'm gonna get a Gem of Ease. Throw it on this Chantotos. Give it to a mage. Probably with this obsidian ring. Because Veer's Chantotos is supposed to be like the big one this season. And that doesn't have dexterity on it, so I wouldn't have to re-roll dexterity. Get a big hammer. The hammers are all right. I don't like the hammers too much myself. Oh, so usually I just use them for mastery fodder. Your follower cannot die. So if I do this, you know what? I could give every last one of these pieces to a wizard, and I would be good to go for a good long while. Hey, there you go. You know, Vincent, I'm probably about the same way. I've got family members who actually kind of get on to me for, why do you give away so much money? If money's money, I can't take it with me to the afterlife. Fuck, I got a use for it. Well, you could give it to me. Why? So you can go spend it on fucking beer and cigarettes? Fuck no, fuck that and fuck you. That's the way I see it. Unfortunately, most of my family members, not Zahonis, but my family members, are either nicotine addicts, drunkard nicotine addicts, or something else of that nature. So usually it's, hey man, give me a ride to the liquor store. No, I'm not giving you a ride to the liquor store. I did. I beat 19-4. But I did not. I haven't finished the open world ones yet. Just kind of funny. A while back, a good friend of mine got married, and I'm nowhere near poor. So at wedding, I tend to be kind of generous until they got $1,200. I don't know which got from. Nice. See, I'm the same way, man. Like my stepbrother got married here recently, and you know, one of the reasons why I'm doing the stream thing is because I am trying to make a living off of it. I have my freelance programming things that I do every now and then, but unfortunately I haven't had a job here in a long while. It's kind of getting to me a little bit, I think. Hello, Marianas. Once I can find an actual decent freelancing project that I can work on where I don't feel like I'm being taken advantage of, then... How are you doing this evening, Marianas? Is my game too loud? I am doing good. A little tired, but I'm doing good. A little? Figured it probably was. That shouldn't be too bad. No. Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I'll live. Alright, looks like I can actually do tier 11, or tier 11, T11 just fine now. But no Thanosis, you still cannot stand in the mines like an idiot. Stop being a fucking noob. Okay, I'm good. About the only thing that gets me is those things like those mines or the fire chains or the lasers. And that's probably just because I've been lazy about setting up my resistances. That and these stupid electrical things. Had a weird dream today. I had a bad dream last night. I had a fucked up dream last night. I'd love to have a dream like that. It shows you how much of a nerd I kinda am. Which is not to say that's a bad thing, but when I was growing up as a kid, one of the things that I've always wanted to do was yeah, sometimes it can either take forever and sometimes it's just like nobody wants to do it. I'm sorry. Let's see. You know, let's go ahead and level these up. We can get these all to 40. I mean, you were a number 9. Ooh, a Rummalumma Ding Dong's gift. I got a Rummalumma Ding Dong's gift. So I can take that and put it in here. Oh my god, dude. I was born in the wrong century, I promise you. See, I can take this and put it on one of these once I finally get a ancient. Drinking Kool-Aid allows you to burst through walls summoned by Waller elites for 5 seconds. Yeah, I think I want that. More. Kool-Aid. Yeah. It's kind of the same here. Too late to explore the seas and too early to explore the space. Did someone say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? No! No one said that. No. Mariana said, I've heard that one too many damn times. Shut the fuck up, bastard. I do think it was funny, though. I had that happen earlier today in chat. Oh, in-game chat. Somebody posted that. Somebody say... Blah, 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 blah. And no, but somebody said this, and they posted the frickin' ancient version of it. And then some dude was like, no, but I said this, and he posted the primal version of it. It's like, you bastard. Apparently that was his Greater Rift 70 primal that dropped. I'm just hoping mine is actually something I can use and not a piece of crap. Knowing my luck, though, Unless RNGesus finally decides to take his curse off of me. Praise be to him. May he bless our drops. Anyways. Oh. Yeah, my God, I probably went through I don't know how many frickin' shards today alone looking for an ancient piece for my set here. And I've not gotten a single one. Now, I've gotten ancients for all the other sets, like 1 or 2 ancients here or there for all of the other sets that I currently have. But I've not gotten one for my raiment set. It's kind of ticking me off. I've gotten 3 Inna's Radiance, the headpiece for the Inna's set. I've gotten 3 of those ancients. Oh. Gotten 2 of the Uliana's ancients. The boots and the shoulder pieces, I think. Was it gloves? No, it was a chest piece and headpiece. And then the Monkey King's garb, I got like a couple of pieces that were ancients. This game fucking hates me. My wife was saying something the other day about, why don't we just, you know, use a luck spell or something like that? And I was like, it would be my luck that the damn thing would backfire and all of a sudden I'd have the worst luck that could possibly be had by a single person. I think all of my luck got used up when I was a kid and I won that Super Nintendo. I had a, I know you all know what a Nintendo 64 is. We had, they came to our local Walmart. Well, that sucks. Oh. We had a, rep for Nintendo, I think it was. That or, no. It was a Walmart employee who had gotten picked to run the Nintendo, she'd gotten picked to run the Nintendo contest that they were having, and so it was like, whoever got the most coins in Mario 64 won a Super Nintendo. And so, I proceeded to run the slide level, where you can get like 40 or 50 coins every time you go in there. Ended up with 180 something. I think it was 186 coins. I know. Ended up winning the Super Nintendo. It's the luckiest I've ever been in my life, I think. Yeah. And I'm not talking like luck as in, you know, oh, I'm so lucky to have Zahoni as my wife and stuff like that, because I am. I'm talking like luck as in doing something and actually getting something that I wanted out of it. I bought 20 bucks in scratch-offs one time. And I only made 5 bucks out of it. I don't buy scratch-offs anymore. They were all $1 cards. So I took the 5 bucks in there. I was like, I already wasted 20 bucks. I might as well take the other frickin' 5 that I just won and see if I can win any more. Nope. So basically, I spent 25 bucks. I was down 25 bucks altogether. It kind of pissed me off. At that point, I was like, nope, never again. I hope this is an ancient. This better be a fucking ancient or I'm gonna be pissed. See no evil. It's not an ancient. Have no use for something that's not an ancient, you stupid fucking game. Oh well. So what's everybody been up to tonight? Just playing some video games, hanging out, chilling. I have no idea who Mr. Beast is. I may have to watch him sometime. Is he another streamer? YouTuber, something like that? I've been hearing his name a lot in other streams. And I honestly don't know who that is. So. YouTuber? Okay. Yeah, if I want to win money in blackjack, I take my dad. We went to a casino one time when I was still stationed out in 29 Palms. Okay, I appreciate it. Oh. When I was still stationed out in 29 Palms, California, he'd come and visit one time. And we went to the Morongo Basin Casino. Hotel and Casino. And I was 21, so I was able to gamble and everything. And we went in there, sat down at the table, and he said, "I'm going to teach you something." He said, "Pay close attention. Watch what I do." So I watched what my dad did, and I tried to kind of, you know, emulate what he was doing. And I think he laid down $500 on the table, walked off with $1,500. I didn't do too bad for myself. I put down $150, ended up doubling my money, walked away with $300. It's like, don't tell me now to remember the tricks that he showed me, but he knew when to hit, when to stay, when to double up, you know, when to go double or nothing, all that kind of stuff. He knew exactly when to do it, and I'm like, my God, man. So if I ever want to win money at blackjack, I take my dad. Now, if I want to win money at poker, I take my brother. That man has a poker face. I've sat and played poker with him before, and it's like you're staring into a void. He gives nothing away. I think you would literally have to be a person who studies micro expressions to figure out if he was giving something away or not. Oh, I hate this guy. Die, Hamlin. Alright. Rolling the stones. Maybe. We'll see. Let's go put this in here. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Weird ward. Focus. Nothing I need. Frickin' game. Okay, Kadala. You mean lady. Okie dokie, thank you. I'll check it out after stream tonight. Oh, let's see. Let me just jump in 56, see how I do. What am I even worried for? Will you frickin' dash, doofus? Come on. Okay. Will you stop trying to blow me up with those stupid mines? My gosh. Now, if I can get some more ancient pieces. Oh my god. I know who Mr. Beast is now. I don't think I've ever seen his name. I think I may have just seen some of his videos on freaking YouTube, but that's like what his whole, or not YouTube, but Facebook. That's like what his whole shtick is, isn't it? It's going around just giving people money in different ways and stuff, ain't it? Is that what this guy's shtick is? Just going around giving people money? In some weird form or fashion? He can come to my channel and give me a bunch of money. Please come to my channel and give me a bunch of money. No, in all honesty, the only way I ever want anybody to give me money on my channel is if you truly appreciate my content. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen him before. On like YouTube or some, or not YouTube, but Facebook or something. 'Cause you know how they do with the Facebook videos sometimes. They don't put the actual, like, creator of the video on the YouTube video. They just, it's like some random person who uploaded it. Oh, he was the guy who bought the car with the pennies? Okay. And every now and then the person who uploaded it to Facebook will put in the bottom of it, original credit goes to so-and-so for the original video. And it's like, well then why are you posting it to fucking Facebook, you jackass? Stop stealing other people's content. Are you that lazy you can't come up with your own content? Yes. That's why I don't like doing reaction things. It's like why you won't catch me doing a reaction video series or something like that. I don't think it's right to take someone else's content and try to make out like it was my own. And that's the way I would feel. That's what I would feel I was doing if I was to do that. Nice. Okay. So I have a plus 100 dexterity right now. My damage is... yeah. 858, 836. Let's see. 861. Okay, yeah. So that little plus there was a good little addition. The flow of eternity. Not even useful. Oh wow. What is... okay, level 3 gems to 45. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why I'm not taking a shit ton of damage right now is because I have the your follower can never die token on my scoundrel. And I got unity in the cube. So I take pretty much half as much damage as I would normally. I hate them big old centipede arm dudes. Things are nasty. So if I made up this quote, credit the original creator, nothing other than realize say something along the lines of I told him I made that up myself as a joke. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean there. I mean, the only thing I'm gonna say is if you know George Lucas, which I think is the No, he wasn't a writer. He was the director of all of that, but he wasn't a writer. I think he wasn't a writer. All I know is if you know one of those guys who originally wrote those lines, then hey, more power to you, man. Like I've met a couple of movie stars and stuff being stationed in being stationed in 29 Palms, California, because they're like right there near San Diego and Hollywood and all that. And you know, so I've ran into a few. Met Adam Sandler at a freaking coffee shop there in Los Angeles. He's a pretty nice guy. Don't go up to him acting all stupid or anything. He's a pretty nice guy. For being somebody who loves to say the word motherfucker in a movie, Samuel L. Jackson's a pretty nice dude. He's cool as hell. Who else did I meet? I met the Governator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a cool guy. He actually like came to 29 Palms because he was out there visiting and everything. I got to meet a bunch of freaking movie stars and stuff. Almost met Jack Black. I'd love to meet Jack Black. That man, he is silly. Make-A-Wish. I don't need that. I just need this. The Vault. Dude, an ancient puzzle ring. Everything's a little darker. And all down here, there's like goblin after goblin after goblin down here. And same in the next little area. There's just goblins everywhere. And they all have stupid, ridiculous health like they always do. It's the only thing I don't like about the damn goblins. They got too much health half the time. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Gara. Gara, I believe, is the glass frame on the Plains of Eidolon. Were you on the Plains of Eidolon screwing around? That's alright, Necro. Take all the time you need. Gara. I think Gara is on Earth. The Plains of Eidolon. Doing the storyline missions. Okay, yeah. That'd be, Gara is there in Plains of Eidolon. If you look at the materials that are on the blueprints, like, just anytime you need to know where to farm something or where to get something, if you look it up on the wiki, you're going to end up having an easier time than asking people. Some people just don't remember, like, for the most part, I can tell you where a lot of things are, but I may not remember exactly where they are. Okay, fatty. Okay, I'm done with you. Yeah, you do. You got Venus. If you're already on Earth, you've been through most of Venus then. Ooh. Please let that be an Ancient Traveler's Pledge. Yes! Got an Ancient. Now. I can take that Cold Skills, deal 15% more damage, and reroll damage or something else on it. Nice. Yeah, Mercury is the first planet you go to, then it's Venus, and then Earth. Unless they've changed something here recently, that's the way it's always been. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Think they changed it? Okay. Yeah, it can be a little confusing sometimes. Oh. It can be a little weird. They're not entirely forthcoming with everything that can be done at one point or another, so. Let's see. Critical chance increased. No. Damn it. That actually kind of pisses me off. It's a frickin' ancient, but it's got a 1.2% damage decrease. I can put a frickin' gem on it to get the Caldescend's Despair so I can add some dexterity to it, but critical hit damage is better. But as usual, I'm going to have to roll a fucking socket on it because it didn't want to drop with a damn socket. Oh well. Yeah, once you actually unlock a lot more mods, things really do start opening up. Okay, give me the socket, fucking game. Don't make me have to roll 400 down 400 fucking times to get a damn socket now. Please. This fucking game, I swear. I swear, fucking game. Makes sense. Give me the helm I need. Thanks, Kadala. I did. I heard one of my favorite goblins. That's why that's my favorite goblin. I love those goblins. D3 makes your head hurt. I'm sorry. Yeah, D3 is a little... Sometimes D3 makes my heart hurt. It just pisses me off so fucking much. But you... Fuck, man. Leave me alone. I'm trying to go back so I can pick more stuff up. Shit. That's a lot of stuff. Your phone made that kind of hard to read. Looks like the owl and the pro player. Yay! More doofuses. Come here, Gobbo! Come here, you little bastard. Sheesh. Overwatch League? I don't play no Overwatch. Got nothing to do with no Overwatch. I will watch Overwatch. I don't mind watching other people play it. Actually, I kind of like watching other people play it sometimes. I ain't playing it myself. I can't get into it. I mean, I'm sure you could probably understand that if, like, you can't get into D3, you know. It's not a bad game. It's far from being a bad game. Personally, I can't play it. I mean, if you're talking about me there, then yeah. I ain't got no 1,500 hours, but... Or 10,000 hours. You could probably say I have 10,000 hours, considering how much time I've spent fucking doing nothing but sitting there idling, waiting on people to trade or do some other stupid shit. It's like, come on, pull your head out your ass and get over here and help me out doing this. That or end up with some inept losers who don't know how to actually play the freaking game. I mean, I'm not talking a noob. Somebody's new to the games, never really played it before. I'm not talking those kind of people. I'm talking about people who are ranked 16, ranked 17, and they don't know what to do. It's like, why are you running halfway across the map over there when the enemy is over here? Why are you, paying attention to this when you're supposed to be paying attention to this? And it's like, do your job or go away. No, you're not bad, dude. You're far from it. You're actually pretty good for a noob, I promise you. I have been with some horrendous noobs. Not for a lack of trying, they're not used to the game. So I had to babysit them a little more. Like, when I was running with you the other night, I didn't feel like I had to babysit you. Mind you, this is coming from somebody with 800-something hours, so you should take that as a compliment, I promise. Thank you for blocking that shot, scoundrel. Ah, it's fine. I forget those shits half the damn time myself. How many times I've ran through a level playing frickin' Excalibur and forgot about my 1, or forgot about my 4. Like, why am I doing a whole... Oh, shit, that's right. Sat there for like a half an hour trying to beat up on something. It's like, why am I not doing a whole lot of damage? Oh, shit, I forgot my exalted weapon.
I'm back.
Okay, baby. Love you.
Yeah, Beeston, who'd you start with? Did you go Excal, Mag, or Volt? Volt? See, I originally started with Excalibur. Oh, and like I said the other night, Necro, you do have permission to invite others to the clan. So, Vison, if you want to join the clan and I'm not on or something like that, then Necro can invite you. In the clan, you will get access to all of the other warframes that we have available. Banshee. Who's that? Banshee, Wukong, Nija, and Zephyr. That's if I don't get on there tonight and do it. I might get on there after stream. I don't know. I got in trouble last night, so I have to be careful. Yes, that is a unicorn. Those are teddy bears and those are flowers. There's actually a level called Whimsydale that is full of nothing but unicorns, rainbows, teddy bears, flowers, pots of gold. All kinds of pretty cartoony stuff that they say they're not really going to be doing for Diablo 4. They don't want to do that kind of stuff for D4. Alright, when I finish this Rift, I'll go play that one. I've still got my Staff of Hurting. It's on my non-season characters, but that's fine. I'll take the Crusader? My Warrior. No, I'll take my Mage. Alright, I'll wait for you. So I gotta go through and check, see which character I want to use anyways, so... Nasty thing, you. Making all them nasty noises. I'm just standing right there in his mouth, dude. Get out of there. Point two. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a real quick break. Give me some more to drink. So, and then we'll head into the Whimsydale when I get back. Alright, you ready for this? Let's see here. Save and close. Switch hero. I think I'll do my wizard. Take my wizard with me. Oh shit. No, I didn't. Shit, I didn't take yesterday's or today's medicine. I'm an idiot. That's alright. Alright, so first off, to go to Whimsydale, you need... Thank you so much for the host, Aurora. I appreciate it. You need the Staff of Hurting. As long as you have that in your inventory. Use the Old Ruins waypoint. Come up here and this will be glowing. The ghost of the Cow King will pop up. And you are a stinking bag of flesh with no fur. A level of sparkling happiness and rainbows awaits you. You mean the cow level? No, there is no cow level now. Excuse me, move along. Yeah, Whimsyshire. Avert your eyes. It is bright and beauteous. That's what this place is. This music is slightly sort of appropriate. But yeah, you'll notice the map, the rainbow areas are the land, and then the the cloud is the area that you can't walk across. That's what this is. This used to be this area used to be the farming spot, pre Reaper Souls. Yeah, gathering mats is easy. All you do is you go down to a planet, usually an extermination or survival mission. Just kill whatever the hell you come across. That also, and breaking all the different little containers that are there, as well as doing as well as opening any lockers that you come across. And you'll know which ones you can open. The ones you can open will have a like a white hologram, or they'll be white instead of red. The red ones you'll need like a Kubro or something like that that has the locker open ability. You'll get a quest to get a Kubro later, so. And yes. She's seen this level and she doesn't like it because I kill unicorns. And that's one of her favorite animals, is the unicorns. So she actually doesn't like it when she sees me get on this level. Unicorns are one of her favorite animals, so. She's like, why do you have to kill the unicorns, Daddy? Because they're evil unicorns. They try to stab me with their horn. But they're so pretty. I know, baby. I know. I'm seriously thinking of what do you call it, re-rolling my wizard this season. I don't know if I'm going to or not. See a grifficorn? Is that a griffin that looks like a unicorn? Or that'd be a pegacorn. Unicorn with wings. I promise you, the only reason why I know that word is my daughter. I have never watched My Little Pony of my own free will. It's only been because my daughter is watching it. And like any good father, I try to watch what my daughter is watching. Okay. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot they had those things on Ark. Oh, with a mod? Okay. Well, now we know you do, Gravy. You abbreviated it. Look, I got a niece and a daughter. Besides, I ain't gonna lie, when I find a show entertaining, I watch it. Teen Titans Go can go die in a fire. MLP is not, actually not too bad. Let's see. What do we usually watch? We'll watch... Yeah, Mike the Knight's pretty cool. She likes that. Oh. See, I grew up watching Rugrats and frickin' Rocco's Modern Life with him working at a damn sex hotline and stuff. Oh. All that stuff like that. So, yeah, you know. I grew up watching the weird shit like Ren and Stimpy. Oh. So we'll watch like The Loud House, which is the one that's got the kid with the 10 sisters. Oh. She likes to watch Teen Titans Go, even though she does like the original Teen Titans, though. She's seen episodes of the original Teen Titans and she likes it better. Oh. Ren and Stimpy is weird. I used to have the game on the, I think it was the Super Nintendo. Had the Ren and Stimpy game. Vidiots, I think is what it was. You had to go, the different levels that you had to go through were all different channels. And I think like one of the episodes where they went through different channels of stuff. And then, oh god, one of my favorite episodes was the Mounted Canadian Yaxman. I don't know if you ever seen that one, Gravy. If you haven't, you need to like look it up on YouTube or something. Cause it's freaking hilarious, dude. Mounted Canadian Yaxman. Ren and Stimpy was awesome. Rocco's Modern Life is supposed to be getting some kind of movie or something here soon, I think. What else? But yes, that is Whimsyshire. And to get there, you have to be able to get the Staff of Herding, you have to go to Act 4, kill, not Rakanoth, but Yeah, you kill Rakanoff. No, not Rakanoff. Not Nekarat. It's the boss that you run into when you first, no. No, it's Iswal. Iswal. You kill Iswal, they get you the Staff of Hurting, and then you have to get Liquid Rainbow, Leoric Shinbone, Works Bell, and the Gibbering Gemstone. I've got Arc, so it's not a big deal. Oh. Once you have all of those items, as long as you have the weapon thing, which is a staff, you can make the Staff of Hurting. So it's Word Spell, Black Mushroom, Liquid Rainbow, Gibbering Gemstone, Lyric Shinbone, and then the Nightmare Staff, and Hellish Staff. There is an Inferno Staff, but I was only ever able to get up to Hellish. Oh, I thought I had an Inferno, but I guess not. Oh no, if she was to actually get on Arc, she would not be playing on any community servers whatsoever. Let's see. Okay, I see. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna have to watch that video after stream over tonight. But yeah, she's a little too young to be playing, being on like public servers and stuff like that. I won't even let her play public servers on Minecraft. Oh, she likes to try to get on Roblox sometimes too. I won't let her play on public servers on Roblox because I don't like the way people act. I mean, at one point I might have, but with the way people are acting nowadays and how they're always trying to get other people to believe things their way and stuff instead of letting people use their own brain to come to their own conclusions, I just... Whoa! I wish this had a frickin'... Oh. Socket on it. I wonder. I don't think it'll work. Yep, unsocketed weapon. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Oh well. I've got an ancient. Which now I can take that ancient and put what do you call it? Freaking Caldeson's Despair on it. Yeah. I mean, Roblox isn't too bad. I've kind of... The only reason why I don't want her playing Roblox right now is because it takes up a lot of bandwidth in our house for some reason. I don't know why it does, but... Okay. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. I know things have changed with Roblox in the way that used to be. There used to be all kinds of weird shit that went on there, and it's not so much anymore like that. It's not so much like that anymore because they don't... Oh... Something about they don't, like, let people do certain things that they used to let people do. And apparently you can make some pretty decent money on Roblox if you set up mods or something a certain way. I don't know how much of that is true, but... I've heard it's a lot better game than what it used to be. Her cousins play it, so I mean, it's not all bad. Yeah, and I mean, she sees me programming and writing code and coding and stuff sometimes. So I mean, she wants to write her own mods. She's always talking about doing her own mod for Minecraft, and we got her in the Minecraft group for school and stuff like that. You know, it's a lot more kid-friendly than what it used to be. Roblox used to be kind of shady, I guess is the best way to put it. The West Bay to boot it. My words. Words are hard. Who was it saying they wanted a 42 for an emote? Somebody in my chat was saying they wanted a 42 for an emote. Was that you, Vison? Or was that you, Necro? Can't remember who that was. I want a 42. Just don't know how to frickin'... Okay. Oh, it was you? Okay. Douglas Adams. That man. Baked out of his gourd on frickin' shrooms, laying in a field, comes up with the idea for that damn book. Drunk out of his mind. Yeah, he was drunk out of his mind, baked on frickin' mushrooms, laying in a field in England with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the UK or something like that. And frickin' came up with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy while he was laying out there staring at the sky. It was glorious. In the beginning, God created the universe, and everybody thought it was a bad idea. That's paraphrasing it, but you get the idea. I love that book. I had a leather-bound copy of a book that is like a collection of all of them, of all of the Hitchhiker's books. I never did finish reading that. I read the first one. Even listened to the radio show a couple of times. Like, not back in the day or anything, but like when I found out there was actually a radio show of it, I looked it up on YouTube to listen to it a little bit. Ford Prefect. My favorite thing was that in the movie that they made here, God, I think, what was it, a decade ago? Oh, yeah, Restaurant at the End of the Galaxy. Oh. The movie that they made had, oh fuck, what's his name? Same dude who played, I think he plays a Hobbit in one of the damn movies. I think he plays Bilbo in The Hobbit. Played... He's, in the UK's Sherlock on BBC. He plays, Dr. Is it Dr. Watson? Yeah. John Watson. That's who played frickin', oh god, I can't remember his damn name now. Harry or something like that. I can't remember his name. Then you had Mos Def play Ford Prefect. Warwick Davis played Marvin the Deep Robot in the movie. The same dude who played Willow. But Alan Rickman voiced him. And there was a few other actors. I don't remember exactly who they were. But it's a damn good movie. I like it. I enjoy it. Oh yeah, Marvin the depressed robot. That poor little guy. Will you give me what I want? My God. Oh, my favorite Doctor. I have not watched a whole lot of the season, but my favorite Doctor is the fourth Doctor. I think it's the fourth Doctor, the one with the big giant freaking scarf. I can never remember his name, but I think it's the fourth Doctor was that one. And then I like the ninth and the 10th Doctor. Those are my two favorites. Those are my two favorites, like of the modern Doctors. Before season 11. Yeah. There's quite a few episodes that I wish we could see from season 1, but but unfortunately they burned when the BBC burned back a long time ago. But I've seen all the ones that are actually available. There's a couple of lost episodes, unfortunately. Yeah. So, here's the way I see it. The ninth Doctor, was a sad Doctor. He didn't want to fight anymore. He didn't want there to be war. He was tired of it. He had already been through the Time Wars and everything, dealing with all that crap. And he was tired of it. He didn't want to deal with war. And the 10th Doctor, he was more the maniac Doctor, the one who just kind of didn't care. He had kind of forgotten. He still remembered somewhat, but had also kind of forgotten what it meant to be, a warrior or fighter, and some of the things that he had done. And then the 11th Doctor was basically a kid with a freaking... He was basically a kid with a sonic screwdriver. Not very mature, just went around doing what he wanted. That's why I like the 9th and 10th more than I do. Now, the 12th Doctor, the one played by Peter Capaldi, I like him. I just have not seen a whole lot of the episodes from the 12th Doctor. And I refuse to watch the 13th. Stephen Moffat doesn't know what he's doing. And you can kind of tell that from 9th to 10th when Stephen Moffat took over. The man doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to the writing of frickin' Doctor Who. I mean, okay, you want to make Doctor Who a woman? Hey, that's fine. But it's never been established in frickin' in any of the lore that Doctor Who has ever been or would ever be a woman. And the way they did it was, I felt, was just kind of shoehorned in, so. And don't get me wrong, it's not me saying that Doctor Who can't be a woman and I don't like it, just use it. No, they shoehorned it in. It just wasn't done right. And they didn't even make her ginger. I mean, come on. Do. Get off the map, stupid. Pants. Ring. Ring. Nothing of any real use. Go figure. Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, yeah, back in the day when it originally came out, but I think what it would have worked better with that, with, you know, writing a woman in as the Doctor, would have been if he had actually taken the time during like season 10, season 11 or Doctor 10, Doctor 11 to actually write in details to where you could see that other Time Lords had shifted from male to female or female to male and stuff like that. I think it would have been a little more well received than what she was. Compass Rose, I don't need you. Sun Wuko's pants. Don't need you. Yeah. Well, see, yeah, it showed that the Master went from male to female, but it just wasn't well established in the lore. It really needed to be like really established. You know, this can happen. This is not some freak accident of, so, you know, this can happen. And it, like I said, Stephen Moffat just doesn't know what he's doing. Everybody's complained about it God knows how long now. Yeah. One time does not make a set lore reason for something. Yeah. Anyways, either way, I still enjoy Doctor Who. I like Doctor Who. I like going back and watching my favorite seasons. Seeing if there's things I've missed or anything else like that. Christopher Eccleston, I believe, in my opinion, and I know everybody, you know, everybody believes differently when it comes to the Doctors, but in my opinion, Christopher Eccleston was the greatest Doctor. So, I've got friends who say, the guy who played 10 was, I can never remember his name. Oh, I know people who say 11 was, so I mean, it's all subjective. But secretly, we all know Christopher was the best one. What? No. Yes, I grow weaker. Maybe. I don't know. I get burnt out on games and then I don't play them again. But I haven't really gotten burnt out on NT4, so I am going to go back and play it. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a time to kind of rest a little bit and maybe see if you know, I got access to the key for it or something like that. So for the hive mind thing, I'm definitely gonna go back in there and play some more hive minds at some point. Maybe tweet a creator here or there and tell them, hey, I'm doing your hive mind thing. Yeah, there's some open worlds. You know, get on Discord, get a hold of one of the creators. It's like, hey, you can reach me on Discord on the little description thing there. And I'll get on the Discord and be like, hey, I'm streaming your hive mind if you'd like to come watch. Oh, I will. That's right, you were building... Are you done with yours yet, Vicen, or... Overwatch puzzles. Man, those Overwatch puzzles are hard. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna make no guarantees or anything, but it will definitely be here soon. Soon-ish. I'll go back playing some Night Team 4. I may save next week for some Night Team 4. Go back and play it a little bit next week. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yes, Tuesday you can look forward to some more Night Team 4. Yeah, Overwatch has puzzles. Not very good puzzles, but it has puzzles. I mean... Okay, so Blizzard is not bad when it comes to making puzzles, but... Yeah, the workshop. I've been hearing a lot of good things about the workshop here lately. Some of the stuff that's going on in there. Jeff. Who's Jeff? Hey, Jeff. Name Jeff. My name's Jeff. Sorry. Yeah, I was pretty pissed when he took over some of the design positions. The biggest thing that has pissed me off in the last few years when it comes to Blizzard, though, is that because of Activision's policies and a lot of the stuff that they have done, Micah Morhaime has now left Blizzard. That greatly saddened me. And basically, I decided I would no longer pursue anything towards a career at Blizzard because Mike Morhaime was gone. Now, if he ever comes back, maybe, but... Now, we may even have some development days here soon. I don't know. I just got to get some stuff together. Westwood Studios was bought out by EA and will probably never start up ever again. That's the reason why there was the atrocious Tiberium Wars, or Tiberium Wars game, or whatever it was. Um, what exactly are you talking about, Beeson? Like, oh, yeah, I was killed by EA. Now if you could get the people, if you could get the people together to actually start the studio back up and actually get them to producing the things that they want and get the IP away from frickin' EA, then, you know, I think it'd work, but... I don't think he's got it set all the way up yet. That, or if you want me to make a channel for you specifically in my Discord, I can do that. It's up to you though, Beeson. Oh. But yeah, if you're talking about being in a crappy looking frame, the whole... I think he was talking about the game that you were talking about in Discord. How you were going to make a Discord for a Discord server specifically for the game you were coming up with. But yeah, you do have an appearance tab when you're in your arsenal. And from the appearance tab, you can go in and change colors and change the helmet and stuff like that. There'll be alerts. Well, there used to be alerts. I don't know if they're ever going to bring alerts back. I don't know how getting some of these helmets are just going to work anymore. I actually got to look some of that up. Because, okay, when they got rid of alerts and they did the whole radio show thing that they've been doing here lately, you know, alerts don't pop up anymore. So, because those alerts don't pop up anymore, we don't have things like Nitane and stuff like that that we can get from those alerts. So, it's... They've changed the dynamic of the game a lot. Volt is good. He's a good frame. Once you get him built up to really take advantage of his speed, he's a really good frame. I mean, his damage output is ridiculous once you get his speed stuff built up right. And I mean, when I say ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. Just because of the sheer amount of damage he can do when you're able to speed up what you're doing, so. You could always get the Vault access right now if you really wanted to. It's got Volt Prime in there. And Volt Prime actually looks really cool compared to Volt. But yeah, if you're interested in a specific frame, the best way to find where that frame is to go to the wiki and look it up on the wiki, because even I have to do that. I can't remember where they're all farmed from, so. Loki. Loki's the other one. Loki is actually a really good stealth frame. If you like doing stealth sometimes, he's a really good frame for that. But the other thing you can do is you can kind of look up where the relics drop from, and smoke some for me, man. I can't smoke here in Georgia. And no, not the country. Yeah, I can't smoke here in Georgia. They haven't made it legal here in the state of Georgia. I wish I lived in Colorado, but because I promise you right now, if I lived in Colorado, I'd be blazing it up every day. I'd have my own special room that was like filtered or some shit, so that way my daughter wouldn't accidentally get, so I wouldn't have to worry about, her dealing with all that. Because that's the one thing I don't believe in is like, if you're 18 years old, you're old enough to sign a contract with the United States government as a soldier, marine, airman, or, squid, then, yeah, if you want to drink a beer or something, I believe you should be able to. But, yeah, it's not legal in Florida yet either. But Georgia did take a step in the right direction. Georgia now, I believe, has legalized medical use for it. So they're taking steps in the right direction. They just haven't made it all the way there yet. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like instead of having instead of doing some kind of crazy setup with my room, which in all honesty my office is probably not going to be in the house anyways once I finally get my own place to do all that. My office is probably going to be like outside in the frickin' mother-in-law's apartment or some shit. So, it's not going to be where it's even in the house proper. So it wouldn't really matter. It's more like I'm going to be in a man cave. Is the best way for me to put it. Yeah, I had friends, keyword had, who used to try to use the excuse of it's just a plant when they would smoke it around their kids, or they think it is okay to smoke around their kids, and I'm just like, no, I can't. And I've told them, that's why I don't have, some of them aren't my friends anymore, is because I'm not going to be around you if you're going to be smoking weed around your kid. I mean, I don't even like people to smoke inside, like cigarettes. They'll smoke inside around their kids, and it's like, well, you wonder why your kids keep getting ear infections and stuff like this, because you're smoking inside around them. See? That is a very good justification. And to me, it is a justification. Because I have seen more people become interested in some of the STEM fields simply because of marijuana here in the recent years than anything else. And it's because they want to be a botanist, or they want to be a chemist, or they want to do something that has to do with freaking weed. And you're like, hey, I like weed, let's go do this. And so they go to college in Colorado or somewhere like that so they can actually be around it more. And hey, or, in other countries where it's completely legal. Yeah, I mean, like when I was growing up, my dad would smoke in the car. He might smoke in the car with me and my brother in the car, but, always had the windows down, stuff like that. Never smoked in the house. We would go to a restaurant. Every now and then he might smoke in a restaurant if the restaurant at the time allowed smoking. Different things like that, but never... He never really made us inhale it or anything like, being stupid like that. He never really did anything like that. Yeah. That's one of the things I did notice about marijuana is it is one of the only plants that I have personally found that when you're growing it, anytime you change the water level, humidity level, anything like that, that plant pretty much immediately responds to what you're doing. Canada has weird laws anyways. Eye of Peshkov. Let's see. I think 10, 6. Let's do this one. Pro tip, if you ever get to grow, do it outdoors in the open ground, not in pots, and plant tomatoes next to them. So weed tomatoes, weed tomatoes. Okay. So weed and tomatoes actually grow well to each other. That's good to know. Stop giving me stuff I don't need, Kadala. Please. You're 1/3 Canadian. How do you get a third? Ignore me. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that those plants did that. I mean, I understood, I understand nitrogen fixing, like when you rotate crops, corn, soy, stuff like that. But I didn't realize it could be applied to other plants as well. That's pretty cool. It's actually really good information. One-third British. I am a Heinz 57 of different. Okay. See, I can't really put fractions to it. All I know is my. See, a lot of people will look at me and they go, "Oh, he's Mexican." I'm not Mexican. Oh. One, you can kind of tell I'm not Mexican because I don't talk like this. But my family is not from Mexico, so. Now, do I have Mexican family members? Yes. But am I myself Mexican? No, I'm not. And I say that because my grandfather from Spain happened to be on the eastern side of the Rio Grande when they did the whole Texas becoming a part of America thing. And they basically said, if you want to be a part of Mexico, stay on that side of the river. If you want to be American, stay on this side of the river. And so my great-grandfather stayed on this side of the river. Okay. Oh. That's pretty cool. So that's my dad's side of the family. My great-grandfather was Spanish. Now, see, here's the thing. He was also a bastard. And not as in, oh man, he's a bastard. No, he was a bastard as in the literal sense of the word. His father did not claim him. And we believe that's because his mom was a maid in a royal family, or for a royal family. But we have no way to prove it. So, he moved here to the U.S. with his brother. And his brother actually rode with Pancho Villa. I actually have a I actually found in some of my stuff I was going through the other day, did not realize I had it. I actually have an original, like, 1912 freaking, what do you call it? Wanted poster for Pancho Villa. Not really worth anything, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's like a piece of history. Yeah, I'm the same way, Veason. I mean, I look at my heritage and I learn from it just, because it's there, but for the most part, what we used to say when I was in the Marine Corps was I'm equal opportunity prejudiced. If you're going to be an idiot, I'm going to treat you like an idiot. If you're not going to be an idiot, then I'm going to treat you how you want to be treated. So it's all about, how you treat me. Mutual respect kind of thing. I think everybody can dig that. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, from what I know of the Templars, they're nothing like the AC games. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. Oh. Let's see, my grandfather... Okay, so that was my grandfather's dad, who is the Spanish man. Oh. His wife, my great-grandmother, is Native American. Oh. My grandmother's father is French, and his wife is his wife was Native American as well. My great-grandmother, on my grandmother's side. Oh. So that's my dad's parents and everything. And then my mom's parents and stuff, they are European. So they were actually Scotch-Irish. So that whole side of the family is Scotch-Irish. And then I think we may have a little Cherokee in there, but I'm not 100% on that. I'll tell you one thing, though. I went to Niagara one time. We weren't supposed to go to the Canadian side, but I went anyways. And one of those 23andMe's. Yeah, I'm about the same way, Necro. Oh. But I went to the Canadian side of the border. And this was the first time I had ever been over there. First time I had ever had poutine. And I fell in love with it. I love some good poutine. Let's see. Let's take you. Send you to Mage. Out. Okay. Yes, don't forget you can send loot every 15 minutes. And if it's not working for you, please let me know. Well, I'm just special ed, so don't worry about me. Let's see here. I think now I'm going to worry about getting that gem the way I want it. Well, you don't... Me saying I'm special ed, so don't worry about it. Oh, this is not really to make fun of anybody. It's me just making fun of myself because sometimes I do some of the dumbest shit. Like, okay, when I was in the Marine Corps, I went to Vegas one weekend. And if anybody knows anything about Las Vegas, you know how easy it is to do some dumb shit there. And so when I was in Las Vegas, I decided that, and this was the early 2000s, so checks were still a thing. Oh. Oh yeah, I completely agree with that, Beeson. Oh. But I was in Vegas, and checks were still a thing back then. You know, you write a check out, and hopefully it doesn't bounce if you've written too much money. Well, I wrote like $5,000 in bad checks, being stupid. Like, just straight up, like, listening to some chick instead of actually listening to my... I wasn't thinking with the right head. And so, ended up writing way too much money, and or writing checks and for way too much money, way more money than I had. And I think it was like, yeah, it was like $5,000 that I wrote. And see, like, back then you could go to jail for that. I didn't, you know, I'm a stupid kid. I didn't realize that. Luckily, I was in the U.S. military, so instead of me going to jail, they just freaking restricted my pay. Basically made it to where instead of my pay going to me, my pay went to pay this guy off that I had wrote these checks to. So I ended up actually paying the guy back in the end anyways. And you know, so yeah, when I say I'm special ed, I've done some dumb shit. That's actually pretty cool. I guess I could say I've done some dumb shit. But yeah. Oh. You know, that's probably where the English word dumb comes from. The Dutch word dumb. I guarantee if you look up the etymology of that, it's probably what it's from. So you mean that's a dick? That's actually kind of funny. I guess that's what he's got in his hand down there. Oh, that's so bad. I shouldn't say that. Considering I think that's like one of the original Justin.tv members. Like when the whole thing was started up, like one of the original people who helped create it. I don't know though. I don't know who that person is there with the lol thing. That's funny. I think I remember somebody telling me at one time that either in Dutch or some other language, I can't remember what it was, but bae, like everybody likes to say hey bae instead of baby, that it meant like, it meant something like poop or something like that. I don't remember. But I always thought that was funny. It's like, oh god. Stop trying to shorten it. Just say baby. That looks like the Kappa face, but it's not black and white. What the hell? That's Kappa HD. Okay. That's the Kappa Kappa. Die, Raziel. None. Ah. Don't need that one. Yeah, I know, right? I thought it was funny as hell. When I was in boot camp, we had a guy apparently had no idea what the word semantics meant. that, or he knew it and then tried to use it on a drill instructor like an idiot. That was funny. I happened to be standing in formation next, like, 4 or 5 people down from this idiot when he tried to use use the word semantics on a female drill instructor. That didn't go over well. That shit was funny. Got his ass chewed up one side and down the other. Then was made to run and do push-ups and all that kind of stuff. I don't know French. I know a little French. I know how to say oui. That's about it. Beyond that, I don't know French. What, a female drill instructor? Alright, well, I don't know how they do this where you're from, but can women be in the military in your country? I mean, don't get me wrong, I just don't know. Sometimes some countries are like, no women allowed. So, what kind of drilling was instructor? Well, actually, if you look up Marine Corps drill or Marine Corps drill team or something like that, then that's what we call the marching and maneuvering of arms and stuff like that we do. But yeah, some of those drill instructors look like they could teach you how to drill pretty good. But anyways, but yeah, since we have naturally, since we have female recruits, which are, you know, new inductees into the Marine Corps, we have female drill instructors for those female recruits. So Necro plays as Je m'appelle. Get back over here, you stupid thing. I know a little bit in a couple of languages. Like, I know how to scare the bejesus out of somebody when I tell them I love you by speaking it in German and screaming it at them and going, Ich liebe dich! And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I know you can scream it at people and scare them, even though you're just telling them I love you. And then, yeah, I knew I was pretty close. My teacher in high school actually taught me that. I know a little bit of Spanish. I know enough Spanish to, like, if I need to go to the bathroom, you know, ¿qué es el baño? Or something like that. You know, yo quiero cerveza, give me a beer. Or I want a beer. Yo quiero tacos. I'm basically saying, I'm hungry, I want tacos. Secabliat. Oh.
Huh? Yes, really. I'm sitting here talking to my viewers. Leave me alone, woman.
Oh. My wife trying to interrupt me over here. Huh? Yeah, I know. I've got a horrible Spanish accent. I don't care. That's because I'm not Mexican, babe. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I can completely get behind that, Beeson. Oh. My dad was in the Air Force when I was growing up, so like he had been to England and Denmark and different places like that in Europe and stuff, and like I never knew what he was saying until I finally just asked him one day and told him to stop playing around. I was like, I'm serious, Dad, stop playing around. What does that mean? Because I would, you know, give him something or hand him something, he'd be like danke, or danke, or something like that. But thank you, I think in German or Dutch, one of the two. And I can't remember which one it is. But you know, he would say thank you, but instead of saying, you know, in Spanish, gracias, or something like that, you know, he'd say danke, or what did he say one time? He said it in Tagalog one time. I was like, you can learn all this shit from. And when I was in Japan, I learned how to say, you know, good morning, good night, good evening, all that stuff. Ohayo, konbanwa. Oh, but I've never really like learned a language. I need to. I need to just sit down and like learn a language. So they wanted my dad to be a trainer because my dad speaks fluent Spanish, being from El Paso, Texas. And hey y'all, you know, so he's had jobs ask him, you know, hey, we need a interpreter, or we need a translator or something like that, and he's like, oh, not unless you pay me for it. My God. That's one smart cookie. I couldn't even imagine speaking that many languages. I can barely speak one. My wife's in here laying next to me. I didn't realize it. Ain't that right, baby? I can barely speak one. That's just silly. Wow. It blows my mind how some people can frickin' speak that many different languages. Like, I'll get mad sometimes though. Like, I had a friend one time get mad at this Chinese guy. We were ordering food at a Chinese restaurant, and he got mad at this Chinese guy, and he's like, "Oh, you know, can't you speak English?" And yeah. And I finally got pissed off, and I was like, "Dude, come the fuck on, man." I was like, He speaks good enough English. You can stop fucking harassing him. I was like, he speaks more languages than you fucking do. Not only does he speak his own language that he grew up fucking speaking, but he at least tries to speak some fucking English. And your dumb ass is sitting here, can't even barely speak a word of fucking Spanish, and you're fucking Mexican. So what the hell's your excuse? Now he shut up real fucking quick. I don't like it when people get mad at somebody who speaks like broken English. Doing better than I am. I can barely speak another language, and he's speaking broken English. I mean, shit. Trying harder than some of us try. Yeah, it sounds lol. Should I say he sounds lolish? That work better? I don't know. He's Bay. Half people out there won't even know it's an insult. That's the best thing about it. No, he said lol. No, I called you a dick. Shut up. Run, run as fast as I can. Will you fucking hit him instead of running back and forth like an idiot? Thank you. Dumb. That is the only thing I hate about this set. With these weapons that I'm using, is that drain on your spirit after you get full spirit. I mean, yeah. Frickin' all damage increased by 200%, but 65 spirit is drained every second until you run out. It's a little annoying. Because sometimes right when you need it, it's drained out because of the frickin' because of that particular little thing that happens. The mod that I told you to get, for damage for your primary weapons, you're gonna want Serration. I can't remember the name of the melee damage mod, but there's a straight damage mod for melee as well. Yeah, you may have a Serration already. Oh, they drop pretty frequently. But you'll notice something. There, if you look at the top, you have like loadout A, loadout B, and loadout C. You can set each one of those loadouts up for those weapons to be what do you call it? To be set up for a specific race. So like if you're going in a mission against the Corpus, you can set it up to where it deals the greatest amount of damage against Corpus. Same goes for the other races. You can set it to where it deals a specific amount of damage to the race, and then once it's set up that way, you can choose your loadout from the loadout screen, and you don't have to keep going back to your arsenal every time you choose missions. So like you can go from one mission fighting Grenier and doing the most amount of damage against Grenier, instead of going all the way back to your arsenal, changing everything out, and then going back. All you got to do is switch your loadout to your Corpus loadout, and it switches everything over to the Corpus loadout, and then you go from there. Saves time with going and farming and stuff like that. Okie dokie. I love it when I get this particular pylon. Look, scoundrel, if you weren't paying attention before, you need to start, damn it. Welcome back. Conduit. One of my favorite pylons. Yay. Oh, they kind of do. Like, do you mean retry as in, like, just repeating the mission because you want to go back in instead of having to choose a different one? Because there's a button down at the bottom that, oh, says replay mission. Oh, okay. Oh, what's your objective? What does it say it is? And you won't be able to help him with storyline because storyline's solo. Find caches for Thursby. Okay, so you're doing a the quest mission for on Venus. Okay. Uh you know, I can't remember. You may have to look it up. I can't remember exactly what you're supposed to do for that one. It's been so long since it's been a while since I've done that particular mission, so 'cause I did it back when it first came out. Don't need that. That's not what I wanted. Let's see, 60, okay. Oh. You right click on his name in chat. So like if you get him to message you in game, you can right click on his name and the option will be right there. Invite to clan. That's also how you send friend requests. Or whispers. And a couple of other things. You right click on his name in chat, so like you'd get him to whisper you or something, and then you right click on his name and it'll bring up little options, and then there's invite to clan. Alright. If he did, he'll be back. And if not, that's okay. Nice, extra 200, extra 200. Okay, good. No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night anyways. It's 11:43 and I'm starting to get a little tired, so... Oh. Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight and chilling with me. Let's see here. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, let's see. I think we'll go raid Johnny Boy G. He's an artist, amazing artist, and I think we'll raid him tonight, show him some love. So, let's see here. Yep. He is a member of T-Sound, and again, he is an amazing artist. So we'll go over here and we'll show him some love, and we will see you guys next time. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for hanging out.